I think like a lot of people aren't thinking that deeply about anything.
Yeah.
And I think I used to like think that was a problem. Now I don't know if it is a problem because I think you got to have the tools to think and to get places and to come to conclusions that aren't totally terrifying. And I think there's a lot of people, I see certain people that I see a real estate agent and she's driving a car on Sunset and she's got an open house at 3 o'clock and she's just had a venti caramel macchiato to just fucking stay in the cut. And she just wants to sling a $5 million house in the hills to a Saudi royal or whatever. And I go, if this bitch, and it could be a dude, so don't get at me like, oh, is that so women can't handle? No, I look at certain people and go, if they were to unravel themselves and go to the core,
Yeah.
how dangerous could that be?
Yeah.
Not only for them, but for all of us.
Right.
Like, aren't there certain people where you go, you would be Hitler? If you start, like, there's certain people where I'm like, I understand, and this is where I depart with a lot of the, like, spiritual people that even I'm friends with, where they're like, no, everybody should take shrooms and go to a field, and it would be a much better world. And I'm like, maybe, but you got to realize there's some dark souls out there, and some of them are kept at bay, and I truly believe this, by creature comforts, by things. They like their things and they like their little things and we give them a game to play. We're like, this is the game. You sold 3 houses last month. I'm not just shitting on realtors, but like you got to sell 5 next month. Ooh, and then you get this shiny thing. And if you and that game just, I think if enough people stop playing that game, some of them are going to become beautiful angels and some of them aren't. Like, some of them are going to go, but that's my own darkness maybe thinking about it.
So you think that if everyone shouldn't become self-aware?
Right.
Interesting.
There's some dark arts out there. Jessa, there's some people that if they were self-aware, if they knew what they could do.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
If they knew what they could do, it's like, just go and do something that keeps you distracted. I look at certain people like, I don't want you ever meeting yourself.
Yeah.
If you ever meet yourself and you come into contact, because you got to realize if they get I do believe that there are people out there that just should kind of float on the surface.
Yeah, they should be
float.
Shallow Sims.
Just float. Because I think it gets really messy if everybody gets in touch with. And listen, you might say it's reincarnation. You might get into that Western shit. Maybe this isn't our only go-around. Maybe this is me and you. Maybe this is our last go-around. Maybe it's not. But maybe this is our time to dig deep and figure our shit out. And maybe this is then not their time.
Yeah. I do think that we are, the reality is some sort of like video game and that you can control the game if you like wake up. But I think that the process of waking up is encrypted in pain and trauma. And so you have to process pain and trauma to get to it. And I think that is a preventative measure to stop people from getting access to the power that comes with that.
Yeah.
Because exactly that.
Yeah.
But then I feel like some people
My
get
Uncle
behind the veil.
Tommy used to say something very similar to that, and he believed that the process to waking up was encoded by saying the N-word. So he believed the more that you said it, you got to the next level. So no, but I don't.
I think that's a different game.
He might have been playing a different game. That's what I mean. Should Uncle Tommy be self-aware? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think he just needs things to do. I think we're in a society now where a lot of people need something to do. They don't have something to do, so they're going online for 35 hours. You know, and then they're like, well, I'm sure there's a guru here that can help me. And the reality is right now, this is the time of hucksters, charlatans. Oh. It's very interesting whether they're in addiction or whether they're in business. Wherever these people are, they find these lost souls and they create these cults. And then people just are falling prey to them.
I hate it.
And I think these people need something to do. I think if you had something to do, even the hobby, anything.
Yeah,
That's the
woodworking.
thing. It's when this country worked really well after World War II, and I know not for black people, not for gay people, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Fucking enough. Enough thinking that you have the... We get it. I understand when you tweet at me or you Instagram me, they're like, well, not for everyone. Do you know what was happening to the Poles? I know. But the idea of America worked really well when everybody went to a factory and just mindlessly put shit together. Everything was because people had shit to do. And you take those factories away, people fill it with meth and social and fucking OxyContin and social media. They fill it with Twitter.
I like this list.
They fill it with Twitter and fucking Vicodin, and it's a problem.